Sorensen after the 3-2 overtime win against the Texas Stars. Coach, another fun one against the Stars team. What did you make of your team's performance?
I thought we defended well, defended much better. That's a good hockey team on the other side, and I thought I liked our team game overall. I think you're always going to give up something, but we didn't give up multiple in the same sequence, so it was good.
Felt like you guys had a really strong start to the game. I know that's something you guys have been harping on, especially I could hear it today at morning skate. You guys were really focused on that. Were you pretty pleased with the way you guys opened up the first few shifts?
Yeah, for sure. And then Jezevic's line, the first draw, they just kind of set the tone for the rest of the group, and thought it was really a good start as a group for the first, like I said, period. The whole period was good.
And then they got the first goal, but once again, we've seen from this group time and time again, giving up that first goal doesn't faze you guys, and then you start getting some production from the top guys again. So what was that like? Was that something you guys could feel on the bench coming?
Yeah, I thought it was good. Those guys have been, hurting a little bit in the points, production, but they've been playing well. But now today they got some kind of reap the benefit, the fruit of their labor that they put in, and it was nice to see those guys get on the board. And I think those are obviously they're a huge part of our team.
Some of those top guys on that top line, a guy like David Gust, goal and an assist tonight. Secura was pretty active as well. Were they doing anything different tonight?
Not necessarily. I think they got some bounces, but I thought they checked hard today. And then when they check hard, they usually get opportunities the other way as well.
Texas feels like a team that forces you to play a full 200-foot game. That's pretty taxing on the guys. You guys able to hold it together in the third? It felt like a pretty tight checking third period. Is that what you guys saw as well?
Yeah, and I thought our third period was probably our best in a long time, and the way we defended, and that's a good hockey team over there, and they come at you in waves, and I thought we did a really good job on defending the rush and defending, so it was good.
Dylan Wells gives up one of the first period that maybe he wants back after the rebound, but played really well throughout. How much did he give you guys a chance to win in that game?
No, I thought he was really good. Like you said, it's tough when you give up the first one like that. He hasn't played in 3+ weeks, and to have the performance he did tonight, we're just really happy for him and proud of him, and he's been a big part of what we've done here all year.
Is that just something for him where he hasn't played since mid-January? The more rubber he sees, the better he gets throughout the game?
Yeah, great question. I think most goalies do, right? But I think for him, again, when you haven't played in that long, practice is great. Peter Albert does a great job of keeping our guys ready, whoever's going in. But it's tough when you don't play for extended periods of time. So the mental capacity to stay in it and be as good as he was today, I give him a lot of credit.
We've seen you start Alex Vlasic out on 3-3 quite a bit over the past few weeks. Is that just because of his skating ability?
Skating, size, player he is. You want him on the ice.
Yeah. So it was the three out there. I want to say it was Reichel with Philp and Vlasic out there. Yeah. Is that the three that you like out there with this group to start?
It's the changes every day. Something we talked about in the morning. The lineup changes, daily. So we've tried different things, but we really like that group tonight.
All right, thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
Here with forward David Gust after the 3-2 overtime win for the IceHogs over the Texas Stars. Gusty, how'd you guys feel out there tonight against a good team?
Yeah,
you guys always play pretty close.
Yeah, at the standings, it's playoff hockey right now. Every game's kind of been 2-1, 2-2 overtime for us as of late. So we knew coming in it'd be a tough task, but we were proud of the boys.
Looked like your top line was pretty strong in your own end. How good did you guys feel in the defensive zone out there with Philp and Secura?
Yeah, we knew that was a key. If we lock it down on our end, our offensive chances will come. They kind of like to stretch the zone, so being on the defensive side tonight was a big key for us.
You yourself, a goal and an assist here tonight, kind of getting back into the offensive flow a little bit. Could you feel yourself, playing with some extra confidence here tonight? Yeah,
I've been dry for a little bit. Those kind of thoughts creep in your mind for sure, game after game. But if you just stick with it, what's to come. And it was nice to see a few go in.
That third period looked pretty tightly checked, not a whole lot of chances like we saw the first two periods between the two teams. What was the energy like between the two sides when you knew that ice was going to be hard to come by out there?
Yeah, like I said earlier, it's kind of playoff hockey right now, and points are crucial. They're in first place, and we're hanging on to our playoff spot. So coming in, we knew it was going to be a tight checking game, and the defensive side was going to be a big key.
That Texas blue line, very good. A whole bunch of good players on their D-core. What makes them hard to play against some of those guys back there?
Yeah, they're just big bodies, but they also can move really well. So a big guy who moves well is rare to find, and they got a couple of them on their team that make it difficult.
you guys are able to finally kind of come through here in a tight game, another overtime win. Is this it's becoming a bit of a commonplace now for you guys? Are you guys pretty comfortable here in these close situations?
Yeah, it's good to get this experience, especially for our younger guys. That OT and late third period tie games are going to be crucial for us coming down the stretch here in the final season, and coming up against Iowa is going to be a big one too.
All right. Thanks, David.
Yeah, thanks.
Goaltender Dylan Wells. Dylan, 37 saves tonight, I believe, for you on 39 shots. You got peppered quite a bit there in the first two periods. How'd you feel out there?
It felt good. Obviously, it was nice to get back in there, and we were playing a pretty good team over there with Texas, so we knew it was going to be a busy night. But I think everybody played really well, and I think coming into a game like that after not playing for a little while, it almost makes it easier to settle in when they're throwing a lot of pucks on net early. So it was a good night. I was happy to get back in there, and it was nice to get the win.
That first one that you let in looked like it kind of took an awkward bounce on you on the way in. Was that just a rebound control thing, or what happened there? Take us through that.
Yeah, it was just a weird goal there. It kind of handcuffed me a little bit, and I just lost sight of the puck and didn't realize it was sitting right in front of me. So, obviously don't want to give those up, but, it's all about how you respond. So I thought I kind of locked it down after that and forgot about it pretty quickly. So.
Well, you responded well, and like you said, you hadn't been in the net since the middle of January, so was tonight just kind of a thing where the more rubber you saw throughout the evening, the more confident you were going to feel?
Yeah, I think I was coming into it, I wasn't going to let shot volume or anything dictate my confidence. This whole month I've been working with Pete and keeping my game at the standard and the level that I want it to be at. And, I was confident going into tonight. I knew whenever I got the opportunity to play that I was going to try and make the most of it. So I'm happy with how it went tonight, and never know when you're going to get back in there, so I'll just get back to work tomorrow.
You're wearing a smile on your face pretty big right now. You feel pretty good about the performance. That's a few in a row that you've played pretty well against Texas.
Yeah, everybody always says that about the smile, but I think if you ask anybody in the room, it's kind of an everyday thing. I'm usually smiling, so obviously this one does feel really good, and I'm smiling about that, but I think that's just an everyday thing.
It was a pretty tight checking third period as well. When it's like that between two good teams, especially with two good defensive cores, does that kind of make you tighten up a little bit as a goaltender when you know that there's not going to be as many maybe opportunities the way the game is being played?
Yeah, I think you really just got to dial in. Obviously, the shot volume goes down a little bit when teams start to lock it up like that. So I think both sides tonight did a good job of kind of clogging up the middle, not really giving up many chances in the third, especially we got 20-something games left till playoffs here, so every point is so valuable and that's so important. And, as a goalie, you just kind of lock in, and, when you do get a chance against, you're just prepared for it. So.
One thing that we saw quite a bit in the third, when Texas started to dump the puck in, maybe a little thing to some, you came out and stopped a whole bunch of pucks behind your own net. How much is playing the puck a part of your game?
It's a pretty big part. I'm pretty confident playing the puck. I love playing it. It's kind of been my MO since junior. One of my goalie coaches really got me onto it, and I've worked at it a lot over the years, and I feel comfortable back there. So I think when the goalie can go out and make plays, even if it's just stopping the puck and leaving it, I think it adds that confidence to the D-man to give them that extra split second and read the ice, make a play, and I'm just trying to help out back there. So.
When you see that you guys are going to overtime after you've turned in a great scorecard already, are you thinking like, oh gosh, it would have been nice to get this in regulation before we hit the 3-on-3 shootout, or were you looking forward to it?
I was looking forward to it. I think every night as a goalie, your job is to go keep the puck out of your net for 60 minutes plus overtime and shootout if it's required. And, they don't really ask how you get the win. It's just if you get the win. So I'm happy we got it, whether it was OT, regulation, whatever it is. It was a really good game tonight.
One last one here. You made a couple of big stops on some early penalty kills there for your team. Was there one big save maybe that gave you a little bit more confidence? I saw you kick a couple out, make some good stops through traffic. Was there any one that kind of got you going a little bit?
Obviously, making breakaway saves is pretty nice. It feels good and kind of gets you into it there, especially I think it was right after I gave up that first goal, so kind of helps you settle back in there. But the PK was good tonight. We've been building it every day, so working towards something special, and I think we're going to keep growing that. And I'm just doing my job on the penalty kill, so trying to be solid back there.
All right, thanks, Wildy.
Thank you.